Hello everyone. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a while, but haven't got round to until now. You may know, if you're remotely involved in sort of the roguelike communities or following roguelike releases and such, that every year, in sort of the spring-ish period, there's the 7-day roguelike development contest, usually known as 7DRL, wherein people try to make a functioning roguelike within a period of 7 days. And of course, it's an informal contest. There's no prize or anything. And people declare their own successes in a way very similar to something like National Novel Writing Month, which does a similar thing for writing fiction. I've tried that a couple of times myself, with varying degrees of success. So the idea is make a roguelike in 7 days, and for some people who aren't very experienced, it might just be simply get something that has ASCII visuals and has you wandering around corridors and finding stairs. They might think that is enough of an achievement for them in 7 days because they have sort of a beginner level of skill. And for other people like Jeff Late, who I think enters every year, who is an accomplished roguelike developer, he might try something more ambitious, like take a particularly novel idea and try to execute that in a way that is both accomplished and well-developed and quite polished. So it runs the gamut, so to speak. This year is the first year that I've really been a roguelike player, so to speak, when the contest has happened. So I played all of the releases this year, and I did some reviewing of them for Rogue Temple that tends to review all of the releases. So anyway, what I've decided to do is hit upon my top 5 of the 7DRL entries that were declared successes for 2014. I might do videos on some of the honourable mentions as well, because there's certainly more than 5 that are worth playing, but these are my top 5. We won't go through this intro every time, so we'll just jump straight into the first entry here. They're in no particular order, these top 5, but this one is definitely a contender for my favourite 7DRL release of 2014, and it is called TraumaRL. I mean, the font that's on the screen at the moment looks like it's called TraumaRL, but it's TraumaRL. This is sort of a semi-sequel to an earlier roguelike called Flatline RL, which is also worth a play. It's kind of in the same universe, and arguably might follow on with the same character, but it plays a bit differently. Flatline is also worth checking out. And I believe the same developer also made Princess RL, which is inspired by the Princess Maker games, which I've never played. But it's a good roguelike, though. Worth a play. So, this is TraumaRL. Forgive the not tremendously exciting first screen here. We're going to enter a name for our soldier, Private Bob. So I'll set yes to text logs when we pick up logbooks and medium difficulty. And we get a little bit of introductory story at the beginning here. Darkness, then light. 1 minute you are piloting a reed, which is kind of a semi-robot drone thing that which is what you control in Flatline, the sort of semi-precursor to this. You are piloting a Reed, the finest goddamn remote-controlled drone in the galaxy. And the next, you are lying on your back, brain-fried and being rushed into the trauma centre. Something about total neural feedback and semi-partial brain disintegration. I actually tend to skip this bit because just the idea of brain disintegration weirds me out. All it means to you is sick leave for 6 months, but spending all that unconscious in a healing coma. Apparently the docs have installed something in your head, probably where the brain cells used to be. Military grade, so it might come in handy. Surely there ought to be some nurses around, or someone. Hang on, okay, this is a trauma centre, but there isn't meant to be that much blood around. Something is up, in inverted commas. Alright, so that's basically the gist of it. Controls are extremely simple. I'll talk through those as we go. So, first things first, it's quite pretty. I mean, if you're not accustomed to roguelikes, you might look at this and go, oh dear God, that's gruesome. Look at the state of those visuals. Ugh. But, by roguelike standards, this is very pretty. particularly considering it was a 7-day entry. I mean, I don't know how this kind of presentation standard is possible in 7 days, at least not when the game itself is also well developed and designed. So we're this guy here, or woman, non-gender specific, a soldier who used to pilot a Reed drone in combat, sustained some kind of injury and has now woken up in a hospital with these lovely looking red splattered corpses all over the place. No idea what's going on. So, on the right there we have HP represented by hearts. We have SD, which is our shields, which will deplete as we take hits, and then when they're empty we'll start taking hits on our health in a kind of Mass Effect fashion. Under that we have weapons. So far we only have fists and a pistol with a limited supply of bullets. That's all of our ammunition there, those handful of bullets. I think it's, 10? And below that we've got energy batteries, which we can use to fuel certain pickups that we get along the way. So let's get started. This green thing right below me is a logbook. So these are randomised every time. The exact locations are different, and I think some of the content varies slightly as well. But they give you bits and pieces of useful information. This one just says it's the antennae on the science deck. The one, well, antennae is plural, so I guess that should be antenna, the one we use to control the reeds. I bet even Morris wouldn't have guessed they could use that. It's how they're controlling the robots and turning them against us. So this is kind of like the intro to Knights of the Old Republic 2. But anyway, have a quick look around the hospital room. Nothing here. Let's venture off. Okay, straight away you've got a red door. Door locked by security. In a Doom-style fashion, we need to get the corresponding coloured key. So we'll go looking for that. You don't usually find a locked door right by the entrance like that, but ho-hum. This robot here, which we can examine with X, is, as you can see, bottom right, maintenance bot, neutral. We can kill it for supplies, and I might end up doing that. In fact, yeah, let's do that now. Switch to my pistol, which doesn't cost us a turn very nicely. So press 2 to switch to my pistol, and then we'll press F to just fire at the robot. Boom! It's gone. Didn't drop any supplies, though. But that did use up one of our precious bullets, so hopefully something will drop some more bullets soon. There's another... Ooh! Okay, this blue spider thing is actually an enemy. Just to the top right of me there. Blue spider in a grey square. So, we'll shoot that. Shooting may have been overkill. We probably could have meleeed it. But never mind. And I'll shoot the neutral robot as well. There, it dropped some bullets. That thing that looks kind of like an inverted comb is actually a pack of bullets. Okay. And we've got another logbook over here, so we'll grab that. We've been shut out of security on the medical level. The Sarge was not impressed, and one poor fool was demoted to private on the spot. The elevator door is hooked up to a network of security cameras. I reckon if I knock enough of them out, the feedback will cancel the lockdown on the elevator door. So this is what I mean about the logbooks containing a bit of flavour text and a bit of actual practical information. So this one, for instance, tells us that the lift is going to remain locked until we trash enough security cameras to give sort of a power feedback thing, which will cause the doors to open. So we have to wander around smacking cameras. I'm going to take this robot out as well. Didn't drop anything, never mind. So there's not much in the way of enemies at this point. But once we progress beyond the first floor... need a key to open that as well. Once we progress beyond the first floor, we'll find more and more armed enemies and automated rotating turrets, which have absolutely colossal range and are an immense pain in the ass. So, killed that spider thing there. This green thing just here is not bullets, it's a battery. A shield battery, that is. So you can see, if you look at my shield count on the right, the SD count, I've taken 3 hits to my shield, so grab this, get them back. More logbooks. Carried out a scheduled inspection today, as per regulation, and found a coral keycard left in the mess under a plate in medical. That coral keycard opens a secure room on the same level where we store boostware V1s. I confiscated it, but no doubt it will happen again. So that's saying the coral keycard for the coral door, which we just saw a minute or so ago, is lying around in the medical centre, wherever that is. But it's somewhere on this level. And within the room that's behind the coral door, we should find boostware, which is something that we can add to ourselves to improve our performance. And it depletes those purple batteries on the right. This pink thing is a camera, so trash that to make some progress towards unlocking the lift. Power routing docket X15. Elevator conduit lower atrium level to medical level temporarily unpowered. Well, that doesn't tell us anything hugely useful. And a lot of these things, although they do contain information, come down to just roaming around anyway. Okay. Sort of halfway down the room on the right, you can see an orange gun turret. You can also see a dot by it. There should be 3 dots surrounding it. It looks like the others are going through a wall and an object there. And those show basically the direction it's facing in. So as soon as those rotate towards us, it will shoot us, and it has ridiculously long range. So I'm going to start trying to pop off some bullets. First select my pistol, and try to shoot it from here. Hopefully it's not out of range. No, it's not. But it does take more than one hit, so I'll have to shoot off another one. There we go. And we managed to avoid taking damage. I'm going to shoot this neutral robot first. Oh, it still didn't drop anything. You can see we're down to half bullets now, so we really need to start conserving those. But I'm going to trash these cameras first. And now it might be worth starting to go head-to-head, in melee with enemies instead. We do take hits, but it will preserve some of our ammo. So let's fight this guy. There are some bullets, so now you can see back up to maximum bullets. And of course we get other weapons from storerooms and such as we go along. If we manage to find the keys to unlock them. Okay, keep trashing the cameras. Oh, spider came out. So we've taken a few hits. Our shields are somewhat depleted. But we're still okay. Lots of cameras in this room. Spiders keep coming out of these cameras. I hadn't even noticed that was a thing until recently. We're down to half shields, so we might need to switch back to actually shooting enemies again, now that we have more ammo. So get the pistol out. Don't want to shoot the camera, that's kind of a waste. So we'll shoot the neutral robots. That thing dropped, that robot dropped shield batteries, so we'll shoot these ones as well. More shield batteries and more bullets, which is basically exactly what I was looking for. And we just picked up a key card as well for, I don't know, some kind of bluish door. Okay, let's... Oh, the neutral robot started running away, little bastard. Don't be cheeky. I'm going to shoot at the spiders because we've already seen that there are bullets lying around on the floor, so we don't need to worry too much about our ammo here. Grab all of that stuff, all the goodies, smash the camera, grab another keycard just there, and move on. So anyway, this is basically the way TraumaRL works. I'm not going to give you a whole sort of let's play thing. That's not what this is for. It's just to give you an idea of how the game works, what it plays like, and so on. It rapidly gets harder once you leave the first floor. You start seeing more and more enemies that are fast and heavily armed. First you'll see guys with swords, and then you'll start seeing guys with guns, kind of rifles, which can shoot you from quite a long way off. And then you'll start seeing people who shoot explosives at you, and it all goes to hell pretty rapidly. There are also some branching paths. Like, we're going to go down in an elevator in a moment. I don't know if we've destroyed enough cameras for that yet, but I suspect the elevator is probably behind one of these locked doors. I'll go through the corridor first. Okay, so this is just a stash of stuff. We picked up a vibro blade. Very Knights of the Old Republic. Second time I've referenced that game today. So, it's a good thing we picked these up before the end of the video, actually. You can see on the right, on the numbered spots, you knew about the weapons already. Pistol, now vibro blade to replace our fists. We've also got a shotgun on 3, and then below that we've got, on 6, we've got a frag grenade. On 7, we've got EMP grenade. On 8, we've got a sound grenade. And on 9, we've got nano repair kit, which is basically first aid to repair our sort of mechanical suit here. And below that, assigned to letters, at the moment we just have A and Z, we have aimware, which depletes these purple batteries to improve our aim. And we've got... oh, we don't have another one at the moment, by the looks of it. Z is there, but for some reason we can't select it. But you also get stuff like shield boosters and that kind of thing, which make you more resilient. So, I was saying branching paths. On some floors there will be more than one exit elevator, which takes you to a different kind of floor. I've got nowhere near the end of this game yet, so I don't know if any of those alternative floors are dead ends, or whether they all just keep leading on into this space station. But, You can see there, there's a red guy on the north side of this room with a sword, so we will whip out our shotgun. This is overkill, but I want to show you. Whip out the shotgun. There's its cone of fire, basically obliterate everything in the room. Boom! And unfortunately, that depletes half of our ammunition for the shotgun. So you only get 2 shots before you have to pick up more bullets. Anyway, this has been TraumaRL. It's possibly my favourite entry from this year's 7DRL. Certainly one of my favourite entries. It's I don't know how long it is, but certainly I haven't got close to the end yet, so it's long enough, shall we say. It's well presented, particularly for a project that came along in 7 days. It's pretty detailed, it has good combat, good mechanics, nice textual flavour, and it's all made in 7 days and released for free. I will put the link below. This is one of my top 5 releases from the 7-Day Roguelike Contest 2014. Next time round, I will show you another of my favourite releases. We've got 4 left to go, so until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.